Hello, hello. I thought I grabbed my Rider-Waite deck, but in fact I grabbed my Halloween deck. So, okay, here's what happened. Some businesses got together and went to court and said that Trump was in violation of the Emoluments Clause and that his position created an unfair advantage and hurt their businesses. The court said that these companies didn't have standing to bring that case to court. So they have appealed. Well, the appeals court said, well, of course you have standing. Duh. All right, so this case it may likely end up in the Supreme Court. So will it end up in the Supreme Court? And will it go forward beyond that? Will they find that, yes, basically, are somebody finally going to be able to clean Trump's clock because of the emoluments case, because of his emoluments violations? All right. Let's see here. So let's do it this way. Is it going to... I feel like I should just do the reading as is. Okay. All right. The emoluments case, or an emoluments case. I'm not picky. Oops. Not picky. Oh, two down here. Against Trump. Emoluments cases against Trump. Does somebody actually use the Constitution to save us from at least part of this national nightmare? All right, I'll just make a pile here. Oh, okay, I'll make a pile here too. Those three are there. 1, 2, 3. And then the kitty still has space for his tail. The Boo-Boo Zen kitty. Boo-Boo. All right, emoluments, Trump emoluments. Actually, even before I turn this over, what I was feeling was like, the people in government really need to take it seriously and do something about it, even if it's only retroactively. The problem is that once Trump is out of office, I mean, the Congress is kind of a catastrophe run engine. And with Trump out of office, the part of the government that would say, no, this is wrong, that you can't do this can't happen again, may have a tendency to fall asleep. Or, hello, kitty. Also, this might be, hello, that the original court case, it supposedly died then. All right, in the past, 10 of Ghosts, which is the 10 of Cups. Our previous people, it's not as if we haven't had corrupt politicians. Of course we have. I mean, there are plenty of stories from literally 100 years ago of senators running for re-election who were paying voters to vote for them, and paying them in cash, sometimes paying them in liquor. I mean, it's just, things have happened, but up until Trump, at least they tried to hide it a little bit. Presidents, people in power had more hidden ways to make money, especially presidents, but that's how it was. And it was just kind of accepted, and everyone was, all right, we'll live with it. Center of the reading. 2 of Bats is the 2 of Swords, and the cat's playing with the little pumpkin there. If you can see that. It's very cute. Basically, it's a decision. It's the card of making a decision. That's what it comes down to. Can emoluments be brought or not? Will someone manage or not? It was turned down. It was brought back. It might be in the Supreme Court. But decisions. Base of the reading, I got 3 cards. The Seven of Imps, which is 7 of Wands, the Star card, and the Magician. This should not be difficult. I mean, really, this case should not be difficult. But the lawyers have really had to pull some rabbits out of their hats to make this work. 7 of Imps, it's people being led to spend money at a particular hotel. And because Trump is the TV star president, and he has his own lawyers, but there has had to been some really good magic. They've had to put on a really good show in court. Above the reading, the Empress and the Devil. That's America. The Empress is what comes up for me for America, and the Devil is Vice. Yes. And there's a kitty. And what this is this what we want to accept? Does America want to accept that our leaders are that corrupt? Near future, Ace of Imps is Ace of Wands, which is usually movement. And the Eight of Bats, which is often the Eight of Swords. What did you find back there? Sorry, he's crawling around. I've got a big plant here, and he's crawling around the bottom of the plant. Hey. Hi. How you doing? How's it going? You doing all right? Don't mind him. Okay. Your future. Ace of Wands, which is movement. It's taking action. It's doing something about it. And the doing something about it, but the Eight of Bats it's kind of the red tape, Eight of Swords, where she's all kind of wrapped up, and you've kind of, I don't understand why if this is in the Constitution, why would you even have to have companies take this to court? Why shouldn't it just be you're breaking the law, this is the statute, this is what you're breaking. Give up control of your hotel completely, or just give up the presidency, one or the other. So that's the near future is, okay, they're going to fight again. Hi. Okay. The lawyers are going to tackle this mess again, this legal tangle. Home environment. 2 of Imps, 2 of Wands, and this deck is, it's trying to mediate between the two sides. That's what court is about. Legal proceedings are about. Hopes and fears. The High Priestess. The High Priestess can be secrets, or it can be higher wisdom. And in this case, it's the book. It's in trying to untangle this, the benefit, and it's an old book. Kind of, where they would print out the Constitution and put it in, bind it into books, and then you get law books, and so that's what that is, trying to use it to your own advantage. And working late into the night, because I'm being drawn to that bat. And the stars and the candles. But anyway, what other people see, these people are trying to take Trump's business interests, and they're trying to string him up for the conflicts of interest. But the rest of us are just seeing that this is taking forever. And if it goes to the Supreme Court, this may go on for years. Final outcome. Page of Wands. It's often a messenger. Queen of Wands. It's often Pelosi. Tower. So this feels like information gets to the Democratic opposition in Congress, specifically in the House, but in general, that hurts Trump. Where are my cards? And they, instead of having to go through all the legal tangle in the courts, this is information about corruption, about money, about foreign people buying Trump properties, about money laundering, about the emoluments, things he's getting. It has to do with money. That's what it feels like. And that tower is just, that's what, that big bolt of lightning blowing the roof off. That's gonna be Trump's world. While the rest of us are extremely tired. Let me see if I can get this. While the rest of us are like this little gargoyle, extremely tired and like on about time. But, all right. But unlike the French Revolution, we don't want people's heads on spikes. We want just people. We want justice, plain old-fashioned, nice, boring, legal justice. That's all. So is there any more to be had about that? Nine of Wands. This is the Republicans protecting Trump, forming a wall to protect him. A Three of Pumpkins, but these are the committees that are crafting some really solid cases. And the Six of Wands. This just feels like a bunch of people talking behind the scenes, a bunch of Republicans talking behind the scenes, talking and secret meetings. And because if the Republicans eventually, if they turn on Trump, they have so much against him. Seriously, he would be toast. He would be burnt orange toast. Five of Wands. Ten of Swords. Ace of Swords. There's so much against Trump. This is the Republicans protecting Trump and then talking amongst themselves, back and forth. Are we sticking? Are we not? Are we doing? Are we this or that? And then this is a little bit more energetic, disagreeing about, I'm sticking with him, I'm not. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But you can't, but I am. But I'm running against him, but I'm not. But I want him out of office. Well, we all want him out of office, but we'll lose power. But it gets much more. But these are all of the, it feels like there's so much against him, and it's building up. It's like in the movie The Birds, where you have one bird, and then another, and another, and another, and another, and it builds up until you're kind of freaking out, and then they're about to just pounce. And that's what that is. And then Ace of Bats, that's the Ace of Swords. And basically what that's saying is it's a sword of truth. The long unused in Washington, D.C., sword of truth. So, yeah, that's what I am getting. I'm getting that they're going to try various legal things, but ultimately they're going to, it's going to be in Congress that will do something about all the financial corruption. So, all right, that's what I am getting here. And I hope you are well where you are. And just hang in there, because there are good days ahead. All right, thank you.